Beyerdynamic just released two new microphones, the M70 Pro X and the M90 Pro X. Let's find out where you can use them on your drum kit. Beyerdynamic just sent us their two newest microphones, the M70 Pro X, which is a dynamic broadcast microphone, and the M90 Pro X, which is a large diaphragm condenser microphone. Both mics come with a shock mount, with a pop filter, and also with a protective bag for the microphone itself. Especially the dynamic mic is mainly built for broadcast use, so if you're filming YouTube videos and want to do your voiceovers, or if you use it for streaming, or also if you want to record podcasts, this mic is something you should look into. Also, the condenser mic can do the same with just a different sound characteristic. So before we check out both mics on the drum kit, let's get them to our voiceover recording spot and check out how they work with vocals. This is the M70 Pro X without any compression or EQing. And this is the M90 Pro X, also without any processing. Now back to the drums and let's get started with the M90 Pro X. The M90 Pro X is a cardioid large diaphragm microphone. And the most common use for large diaphragm condenser mics on the drums is as overheads. Let's check out what those mics sound like in an A-B configuration, like this one, and then in a Glyn-Johns method. In both scenarios, both mics are at an equal distance from the center of the snare. With all the demo sequences, I want to give you the direct signal right from the microphone without any processing, and then to show you what you can get out of the signal, the same one with just a bit of EQing and a little bit of compression. So as you've just witnessed, the signal works pretty good straight away. And with just some minor EQing and a little bit of compression, you get everything that you want from an overhead mic. So another scenario where you often see large diaphragm condensers used with drums is as a room mic. So we placed one of the M90 Pro X's as a mono room mic, and this is what it sounds like. Now here are two more scenarios where large diaphragm condenser mics work great on the drums. For example, if you're playing a brush groove where you really want to hear all the nuances, the sensitivity of a large diaphragm condenser mic can come in very, very handy. So I want to hear all the swiping, all the low noise stuff. This will capture it very well. Another situation where a large diaphragm condenser works very good is in front of the kick drum. Because of the wide frequency range of a large diaphragm condenser mic, it's able to capture the low frequencies a lot better than most dynamic mics. So no matter if you want to use it as a single mic and you want just a low-fat, full bass drum sound, or if you want to use it as a secondary mic additional to a boundary mic inside the kick drum, or a dynamic mic in the porthole, this will work very well. I will demonstrate that in a little brush train beat groove thingy, and once again, once without any processing and then with a slight bit of EQ and compression.
Hey, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
Make sure to be careful when you place a large diaphragm condenser mic in front of your kick drum, since the high air pressure level, especially right in front of the porthole, might damage the membrane of the microphone. Now that you know what the M90 Pro X is capable of, let's continue with the M70 Pro X. The polar pattern is the same as with the M90s, also cardioid. So we placed one of those dynamic microphones for the snare drum and one right at the porthole for the bass drum. Let's check out how they sound, first the snare, then the bass drum, and then a mix of all 4 microphones. Now if you think about other dynamic broadcast mics, the Shure SM7 comes into your mind directly. And you see this mic very often used as a hi-hat mic. So we also want to check out the M70 Pro X as a hi-hat mic. And this is what it sounds like. Both the M70 Pro X and the M90 Pro X are very versatile microphones that work well in a lot of different scenarios. Both microphones also appear to be very well built and have a pretty nice design that looks like a professional microphone, but for a super affordable price from around 250 to 300 euros. So now that you've witnessed both microphones in all those different scenarios, which one do you like more and in what situations would you use those? Let us know in the comments and check out our channel for more videos.